Hi there, this is a trap in the Levinfish variation of the Sicilian, and it's called Upping the Ante in the Anti-Levinfish. It starts as a regular Sicilian, e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes on d4, knight takes on d4, knight f6 hitting e4, knight c3, and black plays g6, about to fianchetto the bishop to g7 with a dragon formation. Now the Levinfish variation essentially is when white counters the dragon with the move f4. It's named after the former Soviet Grandmaster Gregory Levinfish. Well, white doesn't play f4 immediately, rather standard developing moves, bishop e2, bishop g7, bishop e3. After knight c6, now f4 is played. And we've got the Levinfish variation of the Sicilian. Black should really castle here with a sound position for black. Instead, worth considering is this move, queen b6. On the face of it, it looks quite threatening. It's hitting the pawn on b2. More pressure on the knight on d4, which is pinned, because if, for example, it drops back to b3, then the bishop on e3 is dropping. Black would have considered this move that white has, knight f5. Certainly looks as if it gives white some offensive chances. The queen is being hit now by the bishop on e3, which is defended by the knight on f5, which in turn is hitting the bishop on g7. However, it's black who's in command after queen takes on b2, and then after knight takes on g7 check, king f8. The knight on g7 is being hit, as is the knight on c3, and black is doing fine in this variation. So rather than knight f5 by white, white's best chance is this fine move e5. That's a threatening, pressing and committing line, and black finds himself in serious trouble. Perhaps black's best move here is not the capture, rather knight g4, running out of harm's way, hitting the bishop. But white has this retreat back to g1 by the bishop, and white is in command here. If black continues with queen takes on b2, then knight d5, and black is in serious trouble here. The knight on g4 is targeted, as is the c7 square, which is being eyed by the knight on d5. White may have designs to move the rook to b1, take control of the b file while hitting the queen, and white is in control. So if black doesn't play knight g4, rather captures d takes on e5, then white is totally winning after trading minor pieces. Knight takes on c6 is game over now. If the queen, which is being hit by the bishop on e3, captures, queen takes e3, well, since the d file has just been opened up, queen d8 is checkmate. And if in turn queen takes c6 instead, then we have bishop b5, which is pinning and picking up the queen on the next move, and white is winning. So this has been a trap in the Levinfish variation of the Sicilian. It's called Upping the Ante in the Anti-Levinfish. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.